Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the truth behind the numbers. Today we're diving into Scienture Holdings Inc. and latest filing, and let's just say things are getting interesting, especially when it comes to selling shares. This is a current report basically giving us a heads up on some key events. It tells us that on the 19th of September 2025, Scienture Holdings Inc., which I'll call the company from here on out, made a pretty significant agreement. They entered into what is called an equity distribution agreement. Think of this like a deal with a broker, in this case, Maxim Group LLC, who they call the manager. Basically, Maxim Group is going to be the company SGO to salesperson for their stock, their common stock to be precise. The goal here is to sell up to a whopping $9.2 million worth of these shares. This is a bit of the technical jargon, but it essentially means they are following specific rules for how much they can offer like this. What is really key here is the at-the-market offering. This isn't a big announced sale at a fixed price. Instead, they'll be selling shares directly on the stock market, like the NASDAQ capital market. Whenever it makes sense for them, it's like putting your stock up for sale on the open market when the price is right. All these shares they plan to sell are being handled through a pre-approved plan called a shelf registration statement. This means they've already gotten permission from the SEC to sell these shares over time. They filed this in August and it became active shortly after. Now, let's talk about the costs. For every dollar S worth of stock they sell through this deal, they have to pay Maxim Group a commission of 3%. That is a pretty standard fee in this kind of arrangement. On top of that commission, the company also agreed to cover some of Maxim Group's expenses related to this agreement. So there are direct costs involved in using this service. It is important to understand that this agreement does not force the company to sell any shares. They can decide how much to sell and when. Likewise, Maxim Group is not forced to buy any shares. It's a flexible arrangement based on market conditions and the company's needs. And here is a crucial point: they can't guarantee they'll sell any shares at all, or if they do, how many they will sell or at what price. This really puts the control and the risk in the hands of the market and the company's decisions. This deal has an expiration date of sorts. It ends either when they hit that $9.2 million sales target, or if either party decides to end it sooner under specific conditions. In this agreement, the company has made standard promises and commitments given to the manager. Importantly, they've also agreed to protect the manager from certain legal responsibilities, especially those related to the Securities Act. This is all about risk sharing and making sure both sides are protected. They mentioned that this description is just a summary, and the actual agreement, which they have filed as an exhibit, contains all the detailed terms. Everything we're discussing is based on this public document. They also filed legal advice from their lawyers about whether selling these shares is all legal and proper. This is standard practice to ensure everything is above board. And one final legal note: this report itself isn't an offer to sell or buy stocks. It is just informing everyone about the agreement they've made. Towards the end, we see the formal signatures. Dr. Narasimhan Mani, who is a co-chief executive officer of Scienture Holdings Inc., has signed off on this report, confirming its accuracy on the 23rd of September 2025. Now, looking at this filing, here is my decode. Scienture Holdings Inc. is essentially setting up a flexible way to raise capital by selling its stock on the open market. This at-the-market offering strategy is common for companies that want to raise cash without the fuss of a traditional. Large stock offering, the $9.2 million target, is a significant operations or growth. However, the success of this plan hinges entirely on market conditions and their ability to attract buyers at a price they find acceptable. It's not a guaranteed cash infusion, it's more like opening a line of credit that they can draw from as needed. The key takeaway is that they are proactively managing their finances by making it easier to sell shares when opportunities arise. While this offers flexibility, it also means that if the stock price is low, they might not sell many shares, or they might have to sell at unfavorable prices. We will certainly be keeping an eye on how they utilize this agreement in the coming months to see if they can effectively raise the capital they aim for. What is your take on this strategy? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more insights, and join our Discord community for deeper discussions. We'll see you in the next one.